Hello everyone. Our next reading is Understanding Fixed Income Risk and Return. Let's start with the first LOS. Calculate and interpret the sources of return from investing in a fixed rate bond. For example, you have invested in a fixed rate coupon 3 years bond. For example, the coupon of the bond is 6%. Face value is $1,000 and term of the contract is 3 years. So what you will receive in these 3 years time, at the end of year 1 you will receive $60, and at the end of year 3 you will receive 1000 plus $60. So the first sources of return is you will receive coupon over the term of the contract, over the term of the bond life, and plus you will also receive your principal back at the maturity. This is the first kind of return you will receive when you invest in a fixed rate bond. Second, when you receive the first coupon, you will invest this coupon for next 2 years. This will be invested for next 2 years. And the second coupon will also be invested for 1 year. So the first source of return is that you will receive the coupon and principal. Second source of return is that you will receive reinvested income over coupon. Obviously, if you hold the bond for 3-year time, you will also receive the reinvestment income because we are assuming that all the coupon you will receive will be reinvested over the term of the bond contract. Third, if you sold the bond earlier than the maturity, you can receive a capital gain or loss by selling the bond earlier than the maturity. It can be the capital gain, it will become part of your income. It can be the capital loss, it will deduct from your total income. So in order to earn these returns, we are making some assumption. First one is bond will make coupon and principal payment. Second one is very important. Interest rate in market will remain equal to YTM of bond. That means the reinvestment income on coupons of bond will be equal to YTM of the bond. For example, if in this case YTM is 7%, so that means you will be able to reinvest this 60 at 7% and the next coupon at 7%. So the interest rate in the market will also remain at 7% level. That is the assumption. It can be different because in market interest rate can be higher, interest rate can be lower, but we are assuming that interest rate in the market will remain same as the YTM of the bond. So if YTM of the bond is 7%, interest rate in the market will also be remain at 7%. You will be able to reinvest at 60 at 7% for 2 years, and then this 60 at 7% for 1 year. So that is the assumption. Obviously, we will also discuss if this assumption changes. So now we have to discuss 5 results in order to better understand this return relation. So let's discuss those one by one. Number one is So the first result is if investors hold bond till maturity. For example, in our previous example, if an investor holds bond for 3 years, its return will be equal to the YTM of the bond. Let me explain. If you hold bond for 3 years and YTM is 7%, we are assuming the same example for all results. In first year, you will receive 60 and that will be invested for 2 years. In second year, you will receive 60 that will be invested for 1 year. And in third year, at the end of third year, you will receive 60 plus 1000 that will not be invested because you are receiving these payments at maturity. So it will be equal to 68.694, 64.2. So the total result will be 1192.894. Now let's calculate the return. Return is also called the YTM. So you will put the return with principal amount in the numerator. Invested amount is equal to market value. In the denominator, 1/3 minus 1. So let's calculate the market value. As market value is not given, so let's calculate the market value. PMT is 60, N is 3, IY is 7, FV is 1000. Let's calculate the market value. 973.75. It's 76 actually. So now let's calculate this. Exactly equal to 7%. So this is our return. So return of the bond will be same, equal to YTM, if you able to invest the return of the coupons of all coupons of the bond at the same YTM over the period of time. That is the first assumption. That is the first result. So we can say that the first result was buy and hold if YTM is same. If YTM is equal to market rate, market interest rate. So now let's discuss this. Buy and hold the bond and YTM is not equal to market interest rate. YTM is not equal to market interest rate. We will keep the example same. Now I'm assuming that YTM increases to 8% instead of 7%, market increases to 8%. YTM increases to 8%. Before first coupon date. Before first coupon date, what will happen? You will receive first 60. You will invest for 2 years at 8%. You will receive 760. You will invest for 1 year. You will receive third 60, the coupon, and that will remain same. So the return will be 69.984, 64.8, and if we club all these, it will be equal to 1194.784. Market value was 973.76. So the total return will be 7.06%. So your return will increases if the YTM increases. Why? Because now you are able to reinvest the same coupon at higher yield, at higher interest rate, So if you able to reinvest the cash flows at higher interest rate, your YTM will increase. So let's solve the same example. If YTM decreases, if YTM is equal to, for example, 6%, what will happen? Definitely your overall income will fall, because now you are able to reinvest these cash flows at lower rate. And in third year, you are receiving 1060. So income is 1.06 raised to power 2 into 60, that is 67.416. 63.6. So in total it will be equal to 1191.016 over 973.76. It is equal to 6.94. So your return is falling because now you are investing the coupon at lower rate. So we have three results now. If you able to invest the coupon at the same original YTM, your final return will be equal to the same YTM. If you able to reinvest coupon at the higher rate, your YTM, your final return will be greater than the original YTM. If you able to invest the coupon at the lower interest rate, lower than the original YTM, your final result, your final income, your final YTM will be lower than the original YTM. Now let's discuss the fourth point actually. It's buy and sell. Short-term view. It's a short-term holding. YTM remains equal to the market interest rate. So first case, you are buying the bond, you are selling the bond short-term, but your original YTM is equal to the market interest rate. What will happen? Let's discuss that. I am taking the same example above. So I'm assuming you are selling bond after first coupon, just after first coupon payment. So what will happen? You have received one coupon, that is your income, that is your part of income. Now you are selling the bond, so now you need market value at time of sale. At time of sale. And what was the market value at time of purchase? That was equal to 973.76. I'm keeping the same example. So let's calculate the market value at time of sale. Now PMT is 60. IY is still the same 7%. N is now 2. Future value, or the value at maturity is 1000. Let's calculate the PV at the time of year 1. It is equal to 981.92. So this is the investment, 973.76. 981.92 plus 60 raised to power 1 over 1 minus 1, because it's only past 1 year. So the return, the YTM, the return is equal to 7%. So we can say that if you are buying the bond and selling it in a short term, your return will be equal to the YTM if YTM is equal to market interest rate. Your final return, your final income is equal to the YTM. It will not change, because the market interest rate equal to the YTM. So let's assume that you are buying the bond and selling it in short term just after first coupon. Now YTM is not equal to market interest rate. I'm assuming that market interest rate is, for example, 9%. Market interest rate increases. Let's solve the same example. At the end of year 1, you will receive 60 as coupon. Now what will be the market value at time of sale? As market value at time of purchase is given 973.76. So PMT is 60. Interest yield is now 9%. 2 is N. Future value is 1000. Let's calculate the PV. It is equal to 947.23. So let's calculate the return. 973.76, 947.23 plus 60, 1 over 1 minus 1. It is equal to 3.43, 3.44%. Why the return is lower than the original YTM 7%? Because you are facing capital loss. Because you are selling your bond at lower price. So when YTM increases before the maturity and you're selling bond, you will face a capital loss. Your return will be lower. Let's solve the same example if market interest rate moves to 4%. So coupon is 60. Original market value is 973.76. Now you have to calculate the revised market value by keeping it 4%. It will be equal to 1037.72. It is 12.73. 12.73%. You are getting very high return because market interest rate has fallen and you are getting the gain, the capital gain. So remember one thing. If you are selling bond, earlier and market interest rate falls, you will get a capital gain. And if market interest rate increases, you will face a capital loss. So that's how this return of the fixed bond will work. So let me summarize all the data. There are three scenarios in buy and hold. Buy and hold means you will buy the bond and hold it till maturity. First one is YTM is equal to the market interest rate. Your market interest rate will equivalent to the YTM. In our example, it was 7%. You will earn the same return as the YTM. Your final return will be equivalent to the YTM. But if market interest rate falls, for example, your YTM was 7%, but your market interest rate is equal to 5%. You will face the reinvestment risk and your final return will be lower because you are reinvesting coupon at lower rate. And if market interest rate increases, you will get the higher return because now you are investing at higher interest rate. So that means if you are investing for a longer period of time, you should be more concerned about the reinvestment risk. And what about if you are buying the bond for short term? In that case, if YTM is equal to market interest rate, your return will be same. same as original YTM. You will not face any risk as long as market interest rate and YTM will remain same. But if market interest rate increases than the YTM, what will happen? Now you are selling your bond earlier than the maturity at higher interest rate environment. That means you will face the capital loss. So your return will be, overall return will be lower because you are facing capital loss. And if market interest rate is lower than the YTM, now your final income will be higher because you will get capital gain. So if you are buying the bond and selling it in a short term, you are not concerned about the reinvestment because you are going to sell the bond in few time. So you're not concerned about the reinvestment risk. You are more concerned about the market risk. That if market interest rates becoming higher, you will face a loss. So that's how the return of the fixed bond will vary.